Hi, Electra. I almost said good morning by default, but good evening. Dude, I'm listening to my K Soul music, and I have to be very careful when I sing these songs. Oh my god, I posted on my Instagram story. Oh, and I put the button over the freaking picture. Oh god. FMC. I can't fix it. Oh well. We're only live for like an hour max. VOD watchers, you're not gonna hear the music, but you guys are listening to nostalgic Nintendo music when you're having a stressful day. Aga. Uto sarange choto. And I'm listening to Lee Jun. Who's excited for art? Type 1. Type 2 if you absolutely despise art and love AI. This is a test. So excited too much. Sorry, I like put my fist in the air, but I forgot I don't have my face cam on. I'm also trying a different setup today. I have my computadora a mi derecha y tengo mi móvil enfrente. I have my computer to my right, and then my phone with chat on my desk. So I'm facing my mic. Um, but it's sick because I can have chat on my phone and I don't count as a viewer. Isn't that so cool? It's like an IP ban basically. So like if you tell your roommates to have your stream open, it won't work. I genuinely have, oh my god, 2 viewers right now. Man, it's a good day. Well, good evening everybody. Welcome back to the Peacein_art channel where we click go live once a month at a minimum. You know, we gotta hit our monthly quotas. One day, oh wait, what if wait, pause. So on the main channel, Peacein_art, which I don't know how you would find this channel before the main. You know, I have a little bit of clout on TikTok, but like not a whole bunch. What if instead of clicking go live on Peacein_17, we clicked go live every single day on this channel? Ooh. Because, okay, if I hated video games, I think I would do that. I'm down. Okay, if I was unemployed, I would do that. I would click go live on my main channel every day, and then I would click go live on Peacein_art every day too. I think I would be down to do that. Cause I want to do like daily tic tacs for art. Cause I have a bunch of ideas for like short form content. Obviously, we would need to record long form and edit it for short form. But I think drawing 100 of blank is a great daily series to do. Like drawing 100 hands, drawing 100 feet, drawing 100. I mean, why would I open with feet? Guys, they 100 of drawing feet every single day. I think I would be called a freak. But you get the point. I think that could be kind of fun. But as long as I'm on payroll, we'll have to stick with daily slop on the main channel. But guys, welcome back. Today the plan is simple. We're gonna be making the prints for SGPs in the Art Club. For just $5 a month, you get a monthly Lino block print, which is a hand-pressed Lino block print from a hand-carved image. You know, screw AI, we hate digital art. Wait, no! I switched the words. We hate AI, we love digital artists. At Electra, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm talking to you just now, which could be true, but you know, it's how it be. It's how it be. So we have currently one member. Shoutouts Kim. Kim, this is your 6th month of being subscribed. Thank you. One of my most loyal followers. So, you guys have until July 31st if you want to join for this month's theme, which is pandas. Let's go ahead and take a look. Wow, look at that. Ta-da. So I was going to do panthers because my sister wanted to be, because I usually ask her what animal I should do because there's like gazillions of animals, right? I think for the monthly art club, and definitely we'll just do a different animal because there's so many, and then I'm just gonna do regular Lino prints for fun throughout the year. Um, which I am hopefully gonna be able to do in-person art shows soon. So there will be in-person exclusive prints and more prints for both online and in-person sales. So if you're, I'm not gonna dox myself, but if you're in the Seattle slash Pierce slash King County area, you might see me soon. You might see me soon. Because I applied to 3 different art events. I'm on the wait list for one of them. And then the other one, I'm like in, but not in. Like I got accepted, but they only tell you if you have a spot like a week before. Because it's a regular event. Like they do it twice a month. So you can apply for twice in the month, but you might not get both weekends. So I look forward to that. I'm not going to dox myself yet. And to be clear, I am not going to be posting if I'm going to an event or not until the day of. Like, we don't need any grocery stalkers, guys. I've gotten close. We don't need any more. So yeah. And if I don't get into any art markets, I have some ideas. I need to remember I should be showing my hands more. I'm a real person. You know when people say, "Are you real?" and you tell you to pinch yourself? I never got that. Anyway, I also have some ideas that I wanna. Wait, do I say a like wanna that I wanna? Anyway, lock in, lock in. I'm okay. I got home from work like an hour ago. I didn't have dinner. I did have ice cream. I had ice cream. I had my egg pudding flavored ice cream for dinner. I'll have a real dinner after we're done with this. What is he saying, dude? I probably have ADD. Okay, funny story. Funny story. So at work the other day, it was one of the days where I went in person, right? I had a customer come in. They're like, "Oh my god, Peacein." This girl remembered my name. She's like, "Oh my god, Peacein." Okay, she didn't call me Peacein. She called me my actual name, to be clear. She was like, "Oh my god, Peacein, I remember you. Like, I came in last year, and I like talking to you." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And as we're talking, this girl's super nice, really energetic. She's great. As I was talking to her, I was like, "Oh my god, I actually do remember her." Because you know when, like, you have such a good conversation, and then you remember and look back on it? I was like, "Oh my god, it is that girl." Anyway. Oh, in the conversation, she's like, "Oh my god, I have ADD." And I was like, "Girl, me too, probably." Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, I have some ideas that I run by you guys, and we'll talk about it as we stamp. Because today we only have to do one set of prints, unless we get a new subscriber. If we get a new subscriber today, I will jump up and down and joy. I also fixed my chair, so it's not rickety anymore. I got like an Allen wrench kit from Daiso. Because I was looking at like Home Depot, a freaking $1,000,000 to get an Allen wrench kit. They had it at Daiso for $2. Why did I never think to look at Daiso? They have everything. Hachi Mayo. Okay, lock in, lock in. So today, the blad is simple. We have one subscriber at tier 1, which is one 2x2 lino print. If you subscribe at tier 2, you get the 2x2 and a 4x6. But we're still going to print both today. And also get the exclusive shiny print, which is only available to one of our print club members. So if you subscribe today, you might have a chance to get the shiny yourself. Starting at $5 USD for American subscribers only. Sorry. Okay, let us freaking begin. As always, this is our 3rd month doing it on camera, and I don't regret making this decision. I think if I get to a point where I have 100 members, I will have to do it off camera. Just because I can't focus. I need to lock in and focus it. Okay, so for my lino prints, I use dye ink. I don't use like the acrylic based ink with the brayers, because one, accessibility, two, is like really hard to master. I can do it, but I'm like going like this against my neck, like it's not worth it. So I use dye ink. Today we're using the Archival Ranger ink. Acid-free, waterproof, W. I like their inks a lot. Works really good on Bristol paper. So Bristol paper is like very minimal texture, kind of like cardstock paper, mixed media. It doesn't show up as well on this camera, but one day we'll get a nice DSLR. But since the paper is like medium grain texture, you're not gonna get a perfect impression. But I kind of like the look of a not fully opaque print. That is a 4x6, and this is a 2x2. Let us begin. These are my samples that I had on display in the background of my normal stream. So, little story time about these prints. Oh, I have scrap Bristol. Check your orders. No freaking way! Wait, I'm checking right now. If you're lying, Electra, I will cry right freaking now. Oh my god, I literally saw the order count that I have to fulfill go from 1 to 2. Guys! Wait. We need to make like a little... Oh my god, pause. What if we made like a little Peacein puppet? Then you can pull the strings. Okay, I'll jump up and down. You might see the table shake. Sorry, that's like a queso bit, right? I'm gonna jump up and down. Wait, you guys can't see me. I don't know if the mic picked it up. But thank you! +1, everybody! +1! Now, Electra, you're subscribed for life. Oh wait, Electra. You did a one-time purchase. Which, thank you. But if you want to make it a subscription, you have to reorder again next month and choose the subscription option. But thank you. W +1. Now we can change our goal counts. Signups today. 1 out of 5, everybody! 1 out of 5! This is yet to happen. Daily subs +1. Thank you! Wait! Pause! Somebody message Kim right now. She's not gonna get a shiny this month, potentially. Gulp. Okay, so, thank you, Electra. Wait, okay, obviously can't share names. I won't share your first name. I will keep sharing Kim's, though, because everybody knows her. Okay, so I have the scrap of Bristol. I did pre-clean my Lino prints, because there are some abrasions on here. You're so funny, man. I mean, who's watching the Peacein art channel, am I right? Wait, imagine I had like 1,000 viewers. No, what would I do? Because like I don't have my viewer count on when I click go live because I think you just psych yourself out more. What if one day I had 1,000 and I just never knew? I mean, that's how like okay, sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and print my 4x6 to use this piece of scrap. These are my test prints that I use for demos. Fits perfectly in there. So if I place my playful panda print perfectly in here, we can get one 4x6. If not, it's like okay. So 1,000 viewers redeeming calligraphy on the main channel. That would suck. I've thought about it. I stopped doing calligraphy at the end of streams because I just don't want to use this camera. It annoys me so much. But I'll bring it back probably in August. Because not gonna lie, guys, I'm feeling kind of burnt out. It did take me, surprisingly, 11 months to get burnt out of streaming every day, which I think is pretty impressive. Okay, so right now, I'm not gently, but not super hard, dabbing my ink pad across my whole print. I'm being careful to not actually press ink into the sections that I've cut out. That way I can minimize how many of, like, the kind of sketchy lines I have in the center. We're going to carefully grab it by the sides. That way I don't... Well, I did clip my finger. I'm gonna quickly flip it over. You're gonna want to make sure you do your printing on a hard wooden surface that is fully flush. Cross your fingers and your toes. I do this right. Quickly press, and then using the palm of my hand, I'm gonna apply a medium amount of pressure across my print as evenly as I can. Since this playful panda design uses both larger block sections and thinner lines, you have to be careful to not wiggle your block too much as you press. Ooh, that's pretty good. We did get a little bit of scuff in the center. Editor enhance. See right here. Oh, and I did wiggle here. I wiggled here. Damn. No way I would have gotten it right on the first try, huh? You can't really see on camera, but I see it. Yeah, it doesn't render on camera because my light is too bright. A little smudge here. Well, we'll have to do it again. But you know what? Nobody subscribed at tier 2, so I'll do it again another day. The hardest part about doing a block print that is bigger than like a 3x3 is you can't do it in one palm press. So if you put uneven pressure, it's very noticeable. That's why you'll see people who do larger block prints use like the wooden block press or like a rolling press. It's kind of, the rolling press is like, if you ever did ceramics in school, it's where they put the slab of clay down. It's like that, but for specifically larger block prints. How sad, I can't believe I fucked it up. Wait, maybe I should have had dinner. Okay, anyway, it's fine. You know, I can't always do perfection. I think for the past 2 streams that we did this on camera, I did perfect prints. Like, these were the... I actually have them. These are the prints we did on camera for the past art clubs. And look how perfect these are. I would have to say my margin of error is 10%. Usually, margin of error for lino prints is like 50. It's not often you're going to get like a perfect impression every single time. Anyway, that's a flop. Peacein 2 flop. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my shiny print first. So the base print is in the jet black ink. We're going to do the shiny in vermilion, which is like a bright red, but it has a dark undertone. So like almost a blood red kind of. Because even though red pandas aren't truly red, I'm going to go ahead and clean this with alcohol ink cleaner. Like they look more auburn and brown than like pure red. I also figured out how to use this. I wasn't dabbing hard enough before. Oh, it stinks! Ew! The smells, I'm not even kidding, it dead ass smells like fish food. Ew! Ew. So I'm just getting any residual ink. You can see there's a little bit of an impression there. Oh, it smells like fish food. I remember when I was little we had goldfish, and I hated feeding them. Oh, okay, to be clear, I did feed them. But their fish food was so gross. Like, what are they feeding them? No wonder the fish are turning gay. Wait, no, those are frogs. Where's the frogs? The frogs are turning gay. Call back. Oh my god, this stinks. This fucking stinks. So since these are dye inks, like my actual lineup print will still be dyed black. That's usually why if I'll do a shiny print, like before when I did these off camera, I did my shiny print first instead of black, but you know. Because the fun thing is, the shiny print is only available to art club, so even if you buy the print after the art club is over, you will not get a shiny. Because the perks to joining the art club every month is that you have a chance to get a shiny print, and you get the prints before anybody else in the world. Okay, I'm gonna sanitize my hands. Ooh, okay, it doesn't smell like fish food anymore. It just smells like alcohol. Like, it smells like vodka. Not, to be clear, not that I would know what it smells like, So I've never had a single drop of alcohol in my life. And that is not a bit. That is not a joke. Yeah, I'm all clean now. We're going to go ahead and make a shiny print. This is a true 1 of 1 shiny. We're going in with vermilion. Same thing, we're going to gently dab. Remember when dabbing was popular? I remember my art teacher in high school, he would get really mad. What's nice, see, look, I cleaned I almost said print. I cleaned my stamp properly. Look, there's no residual ink on my red. Anyway, I remember my art teacher in high school would get really mad whenever kids in class would dab. Because that was the meme at the time. Oh my god, 2017. I'm so fucking old. Next year's my 10-year high school anniversary. I'm not going to the reunion. Unless we get 1 million subs right freaking now. Okay, so I have a good... Ooh, look how much ink is on there. We're gonna get it first try. Watch this, gamers. I'm not gonna use the palm of my hand on the smaller one. Because this one has primarily line art. And I don't want to wiggle too much. Please, 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 please come out good! Ooh! Cinema. Clean. Look, oh, sorry. Look at that! Clean. Clean, look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and clean that red off. Damn, that came out freaking clean, man. Damn, whoever gets this is gonna be really happy. Clean this bad boy off. Oh, dude, it smells so bad. It's because, like, I don't have true AC in my room. Because I store my art supplies in the garage now. But, oh my god, it smells so bad. This is what I go through for you guys at home. Be glad you don't have smell-o-vision. Was smell-o-vision debuted for, like, the Weird Al shows? I think it was. Dude, I remember Weird Al was the shit. Okay, my stamp is all clean. Entonces, hacemos el próximo print. Let's make the next print. Perfect. Well, actually, I should not put that on top. Whew. Almost smeared it. So today we get to make two 2x2s because we currently have 2 members. Thank you, Electra. Should we do a gamble, like a coin flip, to see who gets it, or should we just have it a surprise? You know what? Since this is your first time, Electra, we'll have it be a surprise. Okay, we're gonna leave a bit of room between them. What paper do you use? I use Bristol. Bristol. Ooh, perfect. Clean. Ooh. Where's the packet? Oh! Actually, where did I put it? Oh, I have it. It's behind me. I use Bristol. So it's... I choose the smooth surface, but it still has like a very faint texture to it. Oh, you've never ordered anything from me, Electra, so you don't know what it looks like. It kind of looks like mixed media paper, but it's not as textured, and it's a bit heavier than mixed media paper. Because mixed media paper is meant to, like, absorb and hold liquid. Bristol is more for, like, surface work, so it's really good for, charcoal or graphite, or if you're doing dye ink specifically. Bristol isn't as good for, like, alcohol, or sorry, it's not as good, yeah, it's not as good for alcohol or acrylic based inks, because acrylic is too much ink on the surface and then alcohol like bleeds in a bit too much. Like I did tests before I launched the club, like with different types of inks, because I personally love Bristol paper. I like it a lot. And also it's just fun to say Bristol. Sounds like bristle. Brussels sprouts. Tap one if you like Brussels sprouts. Okay, we got our first art club print done. Let's get our second made. I also have I think it's a 2x3 ink pad for the jet black, but I think it's a lot easier to work with these smaller ink pads. Get a lot more even coverage, and it's just easier to handle. Because, you know, I'm getting old. I don't have arthritis, but, like, I have a lot of pain just everywhere. Okay. So I was talking to my coworkers today, and a handful of them, because most of my coworkers are artsy. I work, I haven't leaked this on this channel, but I work in a print store, is the simplest way to say it. So a lot of my coworkers are artsy, and we were all talking today about, like, interests. And two of my coworkers are, like, musically inclined, like, they make music and stuff on the side. And they're like, Peacein, do you play anything? And I'm like, no. I would like to learn piano, but I feel like it's kind of too late. And they were both like, it's not too late. And I'm like, girl, I'm almost 30. Ooh, perfect. Perfecto. Look at that, man. So, with Lino prints, it kind of depends on your style. Here, I'm actually going to zoom in instead of holding it closer to the camera because the white balance is fucked. See that black scuff in the center of his belly? You could use whiteout, but I'm indifferent. On our two prints today, damn, look at that. Yeah, you can see a little bit, look here at the bottom. There's a little bit of white scuff here in the bottom of this one. And there's the faintest little black mark right here in his head. But you know what? That's fine. Oh, leaked! No, I'm kidding. You guys will never see my feet. I was scrolling through my Instagram, you know, I was feeling nostalgic. In one of my photos on my main Instagram account, I did show feet bags. But you'll have to scroll for a while to find it. Okay, we're gonna let these dry for like another minute or two. And then we'll cut them. So if we look at how I sized my Lino print, because what I've started doing when I'm making my images is I am purposely sizing them for print. So when I'm drawing my images, I draw them in a canvas or working plane of the print size that I want. So like when I was drawing this parrot, I loaded my ref, which was a digital photo, into a 4x6 working plane, did a grid, and then drew it from there. Because when you make art that doesn't fit in like a standard print size, people are less likely to buy it. Because if you make something that is like 11 by 12, you're not going to find a frame for that. So most common print sizes that people get is a 4x6, which is the actual enlargement size that people would get from old school film negatives. The 2x3 aspect ratio. Another standard size is 5x7, 8x10, 11x14, etc. Like the easiest way, if you're going to do art, and especially if you're working in a digital format, at Electra, keep this in mind. Make your working planes, like go to your frame shop, go to Michael, see what is the most common frame size you see, and then make your drawings fit that working plane size. And what I've also started doing when sizing images, you guys will see this in the upcoming art club for August. Now, I'm not going to leak what the animals are, but it starts with D. I sized my image to be smaller than it could have been, because I'm going to make sure from now on, all of my 4x6 prints have at least like a ½ inch margin from the edge. Because like, for example, the snake one, since I placed him a little bit too close, like right here, this margin is like 0.4 inches. So like if you put it in a frame, that part is way too close to the edge. So when you're sizing your things for print, or if you know people are going to put into a frame, give yourself like a half-inch margin where none of the key details is. Anyway, something I have to keep in mind. So like for this parrot one, people, if they put it in a frame, they're probably not going to see this bottom edge. Something to keep in mind. Okay, it's been a few minutes. These have dried. What if I smear it? $100 right now, and I'll smear all the prints. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Nice is all nice she can hear. Okay, let's get our light box out. So, oh my god, I'm actually so pissed off. I didn't tell you guys this. I told this on my main channel the other day when it happened. So, I ordered a hand paper puncher, a 2x2 inch paper puncher. Peter picked a pepper. I bought a 2x2 hand punch paper cutter. You cannot find it anywhere in person. I bought it from Amazon. Like one of those no-name companies that you know is like drop shipping. Whatever. $40. $40. And the listing had 2x2 and then 2x3.5. I picked the 2x2 toggle. I get it in the mail this week. They gave me the 2x3.5. Because, like, okay, I get it. You work for Amazon. You hate your job at Twitch. Nobody likes Amazon. But just just make my order right. Come on. It's not to put the fries in the bag. Put the paper punch in the bag. I was so mad. Thank goodness. What I have noticed. I use an Amazon business account now. Because as long as you have a like a state or national license, or like a national tax ID number, you can get an Amazon business account. You get discounts. Still have to pay shipping for certain things. But you get like instant customer support. I was able to return it for free and get a refund next day. Thank fucking God, man. $40? That's like so much money in this economy. So, dessa fortuna demente. I don't have my paper punch today. I was so excited. I was gonna be like, guys, ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung. Because it's so... But I have to... I'm so upset. So we get to hand cut these. I'm actually more upset because since I might be doing in-person events, I have to, like, prepare 100 of these. Because I'm only going to stock 10 of each. 10 or 15 of each print. Because I'm not going to bring all 100 to the event. And to be clear, Bristol paper isn't super archival. So if you don't keep it stored or behind special glass, it does yellow over time. I wish I had a sample. This, you're not going to see it on camera with this camera, but this print is very, very, very slightly yellowed. Like, this has just been sitting on my desk for 2 months. Like, I didn't put this in my archival sleeves, but it's very, very slightly yellowed. You can't see it on camera. It's a very slight, like, you can only see it with your eyeballs. So, when you're storing these, put them in archival sleeves, like plastic sleeves, acid-free, or put them behind, like, UV-resistant glass. I know it sounds crazy, but you can get any frame you like, and then just go to, like, a local frame shop and ask them to cut you a piece of glass. Even if you put things behind UV-resistant, it's called museum glass. They also sell, like, plexiglass, which is a bit cheaper than actual glass. It looks the fucking same, though. Oh, fuck, what was I saying? Oh. Because, like, if you're gonna display something, I would say more than a month, you should put it behind UV reflective glass. But with paintings, like an actual physical painting, depending on the artist, they will varnish it themselves. Majority of my paintings are unvarnished just because a varnish will minimize the actual texture of the glitter. Oh. Flashbang. Right now, I am tracing a 2x2 on my print. And to place it accurately, I'm going to place my sample right above it. Anyway, so for short-term storage or display, you can put them behind just regular plain old glass and it's fine. But if you're gonna do it for extended display, put it behind UV resistant glass or just keep them in sleeves, like your Pokemon cards. Because even if items aren't put in direct sunlight, like UV rays still bounce off of surfaces. That's why, like, if you just leave a piece of copy paper out, guys, science experiment. Leave out a piece of copy paper for 3 months, just like on your desk, and see how much it fades. Okay, I have my first 2x2 penciled out. Let's do the next. Okay. So when I do lino printing, I don't really like a super quote-unquote sketchy look. Like, you can probably tell from all the prints that I have out now and have done for art clubs. I like a super clean aesthetic. And can I confess something? I actually messed up one of the pandas. This baby one came out perfect. It came out exactly how I envisioned it. I was explaining this to somebody in person a few weeks back. Because what's nice about working in a workplace that's kind of artsy is that if you mention that you paint or you draw, people get excited. They're like, "Ooh, show me your stuff," and I'm like, "Sure." #ad. A few weeks back, I had this older woman, and I was showing her my lino prints, and she was like in awe, like genuine, like surprise and shock at like the images from the impressions I made. She really loved the parrot one, and I think the lovely thing about design in general, I don't know if this is like a common phrase, but when you're doing abstract design or modern design, you have to know what to keep and what to take away. It's very easy to like brush off modern art and say it's too simple or lacks meaning, but everything is still done with intent. Like the parrot, for example, like I kept the branch whole. I could have added like grooves to make it look like wood, but then you'd have to do like very thin strokes to match wood grain, and it would be too distracting. I could have just carved out the lines for feathers for the macaw, but since this type of macaw is primarily red with blue and yellow feathers, it would not have made sense because not many macaws who have the primary red feathers have red feathers on the tips. So it makes sense to fully carve out the feathers. Because if I were to color this in, I would color it blue and yellow for the tail feathers. I could have done an outline or like added bumps or grooves on the claws, but I chose not to because you don't want the people to look at the claw, you want them to look at the feathers. And then thinner carves out here for like feathers, but you're not actually carving out the feather shape. Medium with line work on like the skin around their face, fully carved out front beak. Because looking at this one, your eyes immediately go to the back feathers because that's like where the most amount of detail is, and then your eyes still go to the head, down to the claw. Because since this impression is mostly red-orange, the white stands out a lot. So even if, like, I think this design would be less visually impactful if I did like a layered impression where I did yellow first, then blue, and then orange on top. Because you do see that where people do, they're called like cutaway lino prints or something, where you do like a base color and then you carve out more details, do the next color on top. Because when you have too much color information going on, people will look at the image as a whole versus at parts. Anyway, so I'm explaining that to this older lady, and she's like, "Oh, that's so cool! Like, I didn't get why I liked it, but that makes sense." I was like, "Yeah." Like, even if something seems simple, there's always a reason to justify a decision. TLDR, modern art is real art. And even if you think that something seems unintentful, there probably is still intent there. Oh, going back to the main hook. I messed up one of these panda prints. So on this baby panda, like white head, black paws, and you can see I carved out just the lines against the wood. I could have added. Oh, the baby one is called Panda on a Branch. I could have carved in the wood details, but similar concept to the parrot. If you add too much detail in the tree, it would have distracted it too much. Too visually distracting. So this baby panda came out exactly how I expected. I messed up the 4x6. Okay, we have our 2x2s done. I messed this one up. Earlier I said I love clean liner. I fucked this one up. What up time are we at? We're at 43 minutes? Girl. I'm not gonna have time for dinner. Now you may notice. Why is it cut off here? Why is it cut off here? Why is it cut off here? Why is it cut off there? So, when I was carving this panda, I accidentally carved off this line here. You can see, enhance, the tiniest gap, the tiniest little gap between the arm and the back here. Because I was just doing a stroke from here. Okay, let's cut a line between the chest and the arm that we can see that it's a different body part. And I just kept going around, forgetting that instead of cutting all the way through the leg, I should have stopped here and kept going around. So I was like, fuck! I screamed very loud, fuck! And then I was like, oh, dude. If you do it in one spot, you gotta do it everywhere. That way it looks intentional. It's kind of like, you know when you do a drawing in, like, Procreate, and you don't close the edge, and when you do the paint drop, when you do the paint bucket, it fills your whole canvas. It's like that. I accidentally cut off part of my edge. So after that, I was like, no! So then I had to cut off all the edges between the connecting limbs, just to make it look more cohesive and intentional. That's the key thing. If you make a mistake, you gotta find a clever way to cover it up. Just like our government. Anyway. This is my business account. We shouldn't be making, like, conspiracy jokes. Okay, let's go ahead and get to cutting. So, yeah, I fucked up. Title of the YouTube clip, I fucked up. I'm being very careful to cut straight. Pride month is over. I can be straight now. Okay. Bang! A perfect 2x2. One of these is going to Electra. Thank you, Electra. Oh, fuck me, man. Actually, this one is not going to. You guys can't see it. There's this tiniest thumbprint here. Fuck my life! I hate everything. My hand is clean, but I still make smudges. Man, if only I had that 2x2 paper punch. If only. I wonder. I Mario wonder. Now we're not going to touch this one. A perfect 2x2, everybody. I'm actually so fucking mad. Don't I make a mistake every single day, man? So today I had to physically go into work. That's the fortitude mente. I had 2 people give me shit today. Oh! I cannot wait until I become rich and famous and I can tell you guys all my work stories. I swear, some of them are insane. Some are fucking crazy. Today was not one of them, though. But I swear, that notepad stream is gonna go crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna mess up the shiny. I'm not gonna mess it up, because I really don't want to clean the ink pad again. I'm locked in. Bang. Perfect. Whew. Drop it like it's hot. Okay, let's redo the 2x2. I don't even have ink on my thumb. Maybe on my secret thumb I do. No, I don't have a 6 finger. Let's not make fun of body deformities. That's what I get for being woke. You know what? When you're woke, you just can't make jokes anymore. Woke equals no jokes. Attempt number 2. Ooh, perfecto! Actually perfect. If I mess this one up, I'm never clicking go live on this channel ever again. Okay, let's trace it again. Is anybody curious? No, I will not be selling botched prints. I think, and I know this is like a controversial opinion, I think if you sell like botched prints as a regular item, I think it hurts your image. I'll say it. Okay, flashbang incoming. I think, oh wait, this is a good analogy. Write this down. I think if you like willingly sell like a botched print, it's kind of like when you go to a fast food restaurant and you get like the worst service in your life. You're as strong as your weakest link. I'll say this, if I go to an art fair and I see that somebody's selling like botched prints, I walk past their booth. I don't think you should demand perfection from yourself, but if you are selling like botched dye ink computer prints, I spit on you. Cause now, you guys know, I hate prints. I understand that you gotta make money, but selling a piece of paper for $40, ridiculous. Scandalous, even. Support your artist, but not for a piece of paper, okay? It's kind of like Bitcoin. It's so overvalued. Or I guess crypto. I shouldn't be using names. Because, like, what if I become a crypto influencer? I can't be having clips resurfacing. Okay, let's cut this bad boy out, and I hope I don't smudge it. If I smudge it, I'm never clicking go live on this channel ever fucking again. Why am I so mad today? Maybe I deserve to be yelled at by a customer today. Nah, they didn't yell at me. I was like... Okay. So sometimes I mess up, okay? And that happens. Sometimes I don't mess up. And people are just being... Oh, I almost said a bad word. Sometimes people are just being like when you serve, but like in a bad way. You know what I mean? Type 1 if you know what I mean. Type 2 if like you are a bigot. I dropped my sample print. Wait, face reveal! Oh no! No! My immersion! Amore mi wado, amore shirodo. Where was I going? Oh, I was like, why am I so angry today? I think I'm just hungry. That's what I don't miss about working in food. Like, so many people who go to get buy food are just hangry. TLDR, you shouldn't pay $40 for a piece of paper for a shitty-ass computer print. Cut to, like, 10 years from now when I'm only selling prints. I just feel, like, really disgusted. To be clear. Of other people, not me. And this is not a threat. I'm just cutting my scissors. You know how much a piece of paper costs? Nothing. You know what your life means? Everything. Look at that! Perfect! Perfecto! If I mess this up, I'll be fine. Okay, guys. We're going to let these dry overnight. Tomorrow, when these are dry, there's a little bit of pencil on the edges. Because since these are like hand size instead of sliced with a cutter, I have to erase them. On the backs, you will see my actual Peacein art watermark stamp, along with the title, print number, and so on. Once again, thank you to Electra W Viewer for subscribing today. Can we get 4 more? Oh, wait, subathon, guys. Stream ends when we get 4 more members. Oh, wait. I'm done waiting. But you guys have until tomorrow evening, July 31st, to subscribe. Starting at $5, you get a monthly line of block print from yours truly, and we make them on camera. And for all of the Art Club members, whether you're Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3, you have a chance to get a 1-of-1 shiny version of the tier prints that you get. So right now, we have 2 total members. So that means our 2 lucky subscribers have a 1-to-1. No, a 1 and 2. A 50 out of 100, which reduces to 1 in 2 chance of getting the coveted 1-of-1 Vermilion Panda on a branch lino print. There was a hair on that one. I don't want you guys copying my DNA. So like I said, we're going to let these dry overnight, and I'll stamp and watermark them tomorrow. Art Club prints are mailed out the first week of the calendar month. Usually get it within a few days after it's mailed. But yeah. We're gonna wrap for today. W. If somebody types the number 17, I'll leak the animal that will be August theme right now. Oh, 17? The animal rhymes with luck, and it starts with D. A little puzzle for you. So, going back to what I was saying earlier, I forgot to talk about it as we were working, because, you know, these streams just turn into me rambling, which is fine. You could say it's a podcast, even though I hate You know what? I hate everything. Wait, isn't that like a movie? I hate everything? Google. I hate everything. Okay, apparently there are lots of songs called I Hate Everything. Oh. I know I only click go live on this channel once a month. Tengo un buena idea. What if? So something I've been wanting to do, if I ever have, like, the money for staffing and, like, a small camera crew and an editor, is I would love to do, like, interview or, like, artist showcase exclusively for YouTube for the Peacein art, because the long-term goals for Peacein art as a whole is to either have a gallery a physical store or a workshop slash gallery space available to the public. You know, the Peacein Art Emporium. We've been joking about it for years, but in tandem, I would like to do like an online interview show. And I think, no narcs, if you steal, you're dead to me. I think a really fun, like, set premise would be to have like physical table setups, like an actual market booth, and then you do the interview one on one, and like you just ask simple questions, you do little art activities, and it's like a 2 hour broadcast live condensed to like a 30-minute highlight YouTube video. And that way I could, because it could be used as a method to like sell product, because you actually see the product in like the booth set. And then also it's a chance to like, network and interview people. Because, in Washington, the art scene is like fine, but it feels like kind of disconnected a little bit. Like there's not a lot of community. So I think doing something like that in a live setting will be kind of tricky because not everybody has the media training to like not fucking dox themselves. But I think doing something like that where I do like a 5 hour broadcast. So like the first 2 hours is introduction and then interview, and the remaining three are just like selling. So then it becomes like a virtual art fair. So talk show slash sale event. It's something I've been thinking about for a couple weeks now. I have a couple of people who would be down to do like a pilot episode. And it would either be streamed or recorded offline and posted to YouTube for a pilot. But I think something like that could be fun. And you know what? I think I'd be a good interview. That's something that I've been cooking for a little bit because I could objectively do it on my own, but I would want like a camera op because I would have one stationary shot of the actual set and then a camera op doing like close-ups of like faces and then like product or hands. But that means money. That needs money. Because you have to pay a camera op like $100 to $200 a day. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. I'm not gonna leak the title. I think the title's really good. But something that I'll be working on. Maybe in the upcoming months if I feel like it's worth it. Because the initial thought came from, because like I've been applying to like in-person art markets, and honestly, I think it's way too much work for me. I can't drive, so if I do any art event, I'd either have to go with a friend or take a Uber, which even just getting across town for me, a Uber or Lyft is like $20-$30. Like it's insane. And like since I'm disabled, there's like a limit to how much I can physically do. Because like I have shadowed a few like art market events for one of my friends, and it's a lot of physical work. Like I'm not saying that to complain. Like if I was fully able-bodied, yeah, I'd be fucking down to set up tents and tables and set up all my shit. But even just like helping my friend, I'm like dead. So I know selling in person is like probably the only way to make money, but I just physically don't think I could do it. Like I'm gonna try this year. I want to try. But I just don't know if I can. So I was like, okay, what if I do like once a month I click go live, we do like a QVC parody stream where I just sell. And then I was like, wait, what if we do like an interview show? Similar concept, but with an actual like talk show-esque vibe. And I was like, I feel like that's a good idea. Type 1 if you hate it, type 2 if you love that idea. This is a test. So that's something I've been thinking about for a few weeks. Because it's either PSN, Peacein Shopping Network. Wait, write this down. But what do you think of that, Alexa? I feel like it could be kind of fun. Even doing like a parody like selling stream, I think is fun for like a one-off bit. Like I could prepare like, cause I've always wanted to do like a parody infomercial stream, Like some of like OGs, Germa's OG like parody streams. Like I just think that'd be so funny. I think it's a good idea. Thank you. My number one blazer. Um, but yeah, I just want to make something fun. I feel like I haven't done something fun in a while. It's our 5-year stream anniversary on Sunday, and it makes me sad, but like happy. When I started, I didn't think anybody would watch. For the first 6 months, dead ass, nobody would watch. And over the past 5 years, we have a handful of people who will watch every day. Some people will come in once a year. But I still remember the people who come back. It makes me sad to think about if I do stop. And I don't want to stop. I don't think I'd have to. I'd only quit if I became homeless, like genuinely. Which we've gotten close a few times. Stream forever. Guys, clicking go live for the rest of my life. I think I would become very mentally ill if I did that. Spoilers. You guys are watching the art channel, but on the main channel. For Sunday, I am going out. I'm gonna be literally gone all day Sunday. And we're gonna do a classic bit, 5-minute stream, 1 minute for every year. And I've been like writing out a speech, like a script in my head. And also on paper, of course. Okay. Talking about like enjoying what you do. It was so sad to see people who participated in streaming university like say that they wanted to not stream after the event. Cause majority of the consensus was, oh, I'll just never become popular. It's like too much work. I think it's good that they want to quit. Because if you don't got that drive, if you don't got that dog in you, it's not for you. And that goes for any like passion or hobby. Like you can have lapses and like burnout, but if you want to truly stop for forever, it's not meant for you. I'm still deciding on if I'm gonna stream every day past August 16th, which would be a year. I think it's amazing that I hit or could hit a year. Because I like having to do something every day. I like schedule, I like routine. There was a main point that I was going with this. Oh, I posted a TikTok kind of breaking this down the other day. I think it's titled, Maybe I Don't Want to Succeed. And that clip is from a stream from a month ago, so it's still like a very fresh thought in my head. Where it's like, I don't know if I truly want to like be popular. Because with popularity comes notoriety, potentially security, but then also unsafety, money. But then you have to do the thing. You have to get up and dance. Shut up and dribble. Becomes your thing. It becomes necessity, no longer a choice. But you know what? I think I'd be fine with that. Because after all this time, all the turmoil, all the sleepless nights, not from making shit, just from PTSD. Like, I've still done something creative every day. Oh my god, I'm crying thinking about that. Because there was a time where that wasn't the case. And I don't think I want to go back to that. It's just fun making shit, man. Okay, enough yapping. We'll get more sentimental on Sunday. Oh, cohere? Huh? Circumvene? No. Okay, so you guys know the dictionary bit. I am gonna read the dictionary by the end of this year, mind you. I am committing to that bit. I'm still on A, by the way. So all my coworkers know that bit. And I forgot what word they said. Oh, ubiquitous or some shit. It was like some really long U word. I said like a really weird U word. And my coworker was like, "No way you're at U yet." And I'm like, "Yeah, I clocked." It's so funny. Because like some of the bits I do on camera, I'll do in like my real life conversations. And then sometimes I forget which bits I've done with certain people. Anyway, let's take a final look at the work we did today. Wow. 3 images in an hour. No wonder these cost $5 a pop. Well, guys, enough stalling. It's 8 p.m. I should eat something. The ice cream was good, but I should have a real hearty meal. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Once again, thank you to Electra for subscribing to the Art Club. Electra, you did choose the one-time purchase option. So if you want to opt in to a subscription, you have to repurchase your item. It's a toggle option. I don't know if you did it on purpose. Totally fine if you just want the 1 month. But I can't change my website UI to make it subscription only. It fucks it up for some reason. Because if I do subscription only, like, it charges people's cards incorrectly when I was doing tests. So, yeah. Okay, on this channel, I'll see you guys at the end of August for the new theme, which I'll leak right now. Get your little pencils out. DUCKS. That is the theme for August, and that will be switching on August 1st. But if you want to get a chance to get the panda prints, subscribe by 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Thank you, Electra. Whew. Thank you all for watching. I will be live on Peacein_17. I don't know if you found this channel like on your own. If somehow you did, follow Peacein_17. I have been clicking go live every single freaking day for almost a year on that channel. We are playing a oh my god, we're playing a maid cafe game, which is honestly it's pretty good. I like it a lot. It's cute. It's like mostly fully V8 in Japanese. It's pretty good. And maybe I'll click go live on this channel more. If you guys want to participate in future YouTube videos, I am doing a Drawing My Viewers series. So submit your photo and I will render you in black and white India ink. And if you submit to that Google form, you have a chance to actually get your physical artwork for free. So fill out that Google form if you want to participate in drawing my viewers. But the only caveat is that you have to, like, be in a YouTube video. So, you know, give and take. I did the 6-7 hands. Also, this was month 10 of the print club. We're almost at a year, guys. I have my artwork, I just have to find it. Yeah. It's so cute watching old streams of mine, because I'm like, damn, I did so much. Not that I don't... okay, I'll admit, I do a lot less now, but you guys are getting, like, daily slop. It's, like, output versus effort. Which is fine. Okay, I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll be live. Tomorrow I have to go shopping. You know, all women do is shop, right? So I might click go live early in the morning. Or in, like, the late morning or afternoon. Because I kind of want to do a longer session of the maid game we're playing. Just so we can beat it. Okay. Either way, thank you all for watching. I'll be live on this channel at the end of August for for the new for the new theme for the August Art Print Club. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys when I see you. Dude, I'm actually so, like, perturbed that I messed up 2 prints today. The thumb print on that 2x2 panda is barely visible. You can hardly see it, but I do. It sucks because there's, like, no way to get ink off of Bristol paper. What is nice about doing prints on heavy textured paper is that there's a way to, like, grind off layers of paper with, like, a X-Acto blade. But with Bristol, since it's a fairly smooth finish, you'll easily be able to see if someone tried to, like, scrape the layers of paper off. That's why usually for prints, I try to aim for, like, perfection. And if not, damn near perfect. That's the glory about doing, like, a Lino print, because surely every impression is a 1 of 1. Because the ink sits fairly consistently on the paper, but depending on how much pressure you put, there's a very, very slight variance. Nothing compares to physical artwork, man. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to the emptiness we both share. For those who are watching live, sorry that the music was kind of loud. VOD watchers, you're in silence right now. Okay, I guess I'll go. Art fans, I'll see you at the end of the month for the next prints for the August Club. Unless everybody unsubscribes. Then that would be awkward. I'll be live every single day on the main channel, Peacein_17. But thank you for watching. Genuinely, shoutouts to those who have purchased art. Shoutouts to those who watch and support. It means the world to me. Okay, goodbye, peace out, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.